hour, so
Just a
2:30
reminder,
minutes.
If y'all could just remember to have the mics kind of close to you.
Already there.
Oh, Brandon, you're on it. Hold on, let me put this.
Already there.
I hate Rascal Flatts.
Is that who that is?
I think so.
Take a look around.
You can adjust it for you. You got it.
Well, I just feel like, because, like,
You
in
just
order
gotta bring it. It has to be in your periffs.
for me, I don't want to sit back because my feet won't be on the floor.
Oh.
If I sit back for the microphone, my feet are.
Do we need a small stool for you?
No, I just need the microphone to be here, because
I
like.
see what you get. You
Yeah.
can move it at any point. I mean,
Well, it was kind of immobile.
well, yeah, it's a sandbag. But you're right. You are too precious for that.
Yeah,
And
okay.
that is a job for Brandon.
That's a man's job.
Hey, we value men.
We love the things they do for us that we don't wish to do.
I'm not the one who's like, I don't need a man. I need a man.
That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Look here. Do you know, you'll catch those reels and you're like, we don't need men. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm certainly not leaving you in charge of all these.
I mean,
things.
have you ever gone camping?
yeah. Oh
I'm
my
not.
God, look.
I'm not emptying a Blackwater.
RV tank?
No way, dude.
No way, bro. I'm inside.
Listen, I'm also not doing taxes and crunching numbers. That's a man's job.
There's
okay, you know what?
ladies.
No. This is good. This is good because I think this is actually super polarizing.
No.
Yes, let's do it.
She's also like, and no one can know that I feel this way.
No,
Brandon,
actually-
start the tape.
Actually, no.
Good rolling.
Okay, look here.
I've been found out. No.
Entirely.
Have you guys seen those reels where they're like, we don't need men at all?
I
Like,
don't get that content.
You don't? I mean, like, I don't know why they're sending me that content. But I don't know what the algorithm thinks
It doesn't. You give off that you don't need a man, but what they don't realize is you're like, Blake is good to lead as long as he's doing a good job of it.
Yeah.
You are like you need him to lead, but also you're in charge of that.
No. I think that this is so good. I am sure that most people would be very shocked to think of me as someone who
You upset someone about this on a podcast.
Oh, I have upset.
Oh, really?
I have. Me being me has shockingly upset a lot of people and offended a lot of people because
that's interesting.
Because I think only the people who know me would not be surprised at this statement I'm just about to say.
Okay.
I have no problem in like my worldview being a submissive wife.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I have no problem. I have no problem. But I bet you if you were to meet me, you would think that like that's the furthest truth, that like you would have a whole idea of how I like run my house, and like I would probably piss you off with how things are.
Yeah.
Meaning that like, just like Danny said, I actually believe that every strong woman wants to be led by a very capable, strong man.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Like,
Absolutely not. That would be amazing.
You know what I mean? Like, meaning that, like, you know, like, but I think the issue is that unfortunately, whether you've had an experience with men leading who are inadequate, not of character, not of integrity or capability, demanding like submission or don't even understand what submission is. So I think submission pisses off people. Like everyone's gonna be popping off here.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing is that like Blake submits to me in love and I submit to him in love, and so it's
reciprocated.
It's a mutual submission, but just the word I'm sure lights people on fire.
It does, but like with
entirely.
submission requires safety, and so
Thank you.
Yeah, you have to be able to feel safe in a relation, and that's the glue right there.
The glue. I will leave. So you're like, again, like this is gonna piss people off, and most people don't. But people who know me are not shocked. They're just like, oh, okay, like this actually makes sense. You may have not have verbally said this, meaning that like I do leave all decisions, like Blake gets a final say in all decisions, only because I know that he deeply cares about me. wants my best interest, and he's likely going to sacrifice what he wants in order for me to
exactly
have what I want.
I think that's because it has the safety and the trust. That's why you can be submissive.
And he's actually great at leading because I am a leadership problem. I'm a leadership
Actually,
problem.
I can attest to this.
Okay.
Yeah, where like if you were solely the leader, like it would just be
absolute chaos.
So much would be happening that are like great ideas, big ideas, and they'd all be somehow in some way in motion. But like you can't do that on your own.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So
yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, to the point where, like, I think that, like, I'm such a leadership challenge to where if you are not leading well, or I sense that you are incompetent, or characterly not, like, on track, I will quietly go do my own thing. Like, you won't even know that I've left.
Yeah.
Like, I will, like, leave the group and be gone.
You are
like,
in your fierce feminine.
Like,
I could be that way too.
Oh, absolutely. Like, yeah, that's how we found each other. We just tailed off.
Yeah, we were like, you and I are going to go over here.
No, that's how this was built. We were just like,
yeah.
And, like, I don't have to say anything to leave. I will just suddenly not be there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I know that I have that about me, but... yeah, I think a lot of people would be really shocked to hear that from me. But I'm like, I know that you guys aren't because you guys know me.
No.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love that too. I need a man.
Well, all this came up because I do think that some people are like, we just don't even need men. And I'm like,
it helps.
It helps. I think that's some trauma there.
I think it's a little bit of wounding,
trauma,
a little bit of wounding, a little bit of trauma. But here's the thing, like, that doesn't mean that you're like, I don't know. I just firmly believe in all partnerships, whether it's business, whether it's friendship, whether it's like romantically, like if it's like I actually don't know why we're competing. It should be complementary.
Yes, there you go.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the value that people completely miss. It's like, this actually should never be a conversation of one's better than the other. I think it should always be complementary.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how this works so well, is that we're super complementary.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Insanely.
And we balance each other out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the masculine energy
how
without Mishi?
Yeah, if it was just Abby without Mishi, because she's very like
masculine too,
up as well.
We would be
it's too much
toxic.
Potentially
toxic.
I will say, because as you've been talking, I agree with all of this, and being on my I consider myself on my own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't share finances with anyone.
Yeah.
I pay my rent. I pay my bills. I look after my kid. I have my car somehow, thanks to Mishi, to be fair. But I do have that. I figure and I had to figure out like finances. So prior to when I was married, I didn't do any of that, and I was afraid of it. So I happily gave it to someone else. It's like, I can't do this. I don't understand bills. In fairness as well, coming to the States was very overwhelming, and everything was different.
Yep.
But I was just like happy to outsource that and thought like, this is the way. And so I actually had a ton of anxiety around money and also just like life administration.
Right.
You know, like, right?
No,
Why
right.
is there so much administration just to be alive?
Bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that. And I was like, you know what? You're going to figure out how to do all of this for yourself. And it's felt really cool.
Yeah.
So I've figured out my IRA, my Roth IRA, everything I need to, the contributions I need to make, rolling over
insurance.
My 401k. Health insurance.
Scary.
Health insurance is very complicated when you're self-employed.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like when it's just by yourself.
And you're just by yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
so
all
tempted
of
just
these
to skip
things have, in just the past like year, I feel more confident that I could absolutely be on my own.
Yeah.
So for someone to like be a leader for me is like a massive.
Yes.
They should be honored.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I feel like that's like what we're saying is like the person that you are submissive to or that you allow to lead you have to really trust them, and they have to really be like take ownership and be capable.
Look here. Just ain't no one leading me. I'll tell you that much. Because like I'm not just going along with some.
Yeah.
And you know, like, just because you're a guy, I don't think that you get leadership.
No. Because I was in a lot of relationships prior to
you
to
must
my.
Be qualified.
I was also in many relationships.
Yeah, I was in many relationships before my husband where I was the leader, where I didn't trust, I wasn't submissive to them because I didn't trust their ability.
Yeah, you intuitively was like, that doesn't seem like a smart decision.
Yeah, exactly. And then when I met Dave, there was just this sense of safety where I could then just soften and relax and allow him to be
Thank you. Okay.
lead.
So I do not feel that way with Zach.
Don't let him know this episode.
Oh. It's okay.
Oh, no.
I mean,
no.
Like, if it's true,
bro. Yeah. So, but the whole reason, circling back to this, is that in order for me to be soft, be feminine, be more intuitive, my brain has to know that is taken care of. Yeah. So then I can step into a more feminine, meaning that, so you know, like Blake's been gone for like 3 months. And when he first left, I felt soft. I was like, oh my, and like it went through my head. I was like, I've been soft for too long. I was like, I've been soft.
No, you have the muscle memory. You can
I was like, I've been soft for too long, and then now I have to, you know, like do this again.
Like, I don't want to.
And then so it's like, I could feel myself having, you know, because you have to take on all the roles, and you have to do all the things and all these things and stuff like that. And so I do think that, like, for like military families in general, this oscillating between like being in my masculine is not wrong. Nope. Being a leader is not wrong. Like, yeah. But not making space for him creates a dynamic. And then, like, when he comes back, me having to... And he gives me time to switch back into my soft. Exactly. Because when he comes back, normally I'm like... I'm coming back up in my house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is how we've been doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not that I don't want him in it. It's just like, bro, but I've had to do it all. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel a certain way of you coming back up in my house.
Yeah, rightfully so.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so he gives me that space to, like, transition back into the softness. And it's so interesting. When he's gone... I'm a lighter sleeper, and I wake up super early and before my alarm because I have to do all these things before Nugs gets up. When he's home, out like a light, dead. Wake up early, what? And I think it's just the nervous system.
No, it truly is. That happens in our household too because Dave's gone a lot. So like, well, Yoda's on more alert. When Dave is gone, this guy cannot sleep sound. Yeah. He turns, because Danny said Yoda's a secondary alpha.
Yeah. He knows he needs to step up.
Yeah, well, because he knows I'm so much more my feminine.
Yeah, so he's like this chick over here. She's gonna try to barter me before anything happens.
He's like, there needs to be some masculine energy in here. Let me step up. Yeah. No, but I think it's important to be able to be flexible. I think if it's just we get stuck in one energy and in the other, because like prior to meeting Dave, I was very much my masculine, and I took care of everything, plus the relationships that I was in, and
like took care of them too.
Yeah, and I'm just like, if something were to happen to Dave, I know I have the capability to snap right back into it. Would it be tough? Yeah, obviously, but like, yeah.
No, but I think like balance. But yeah, no. To the point, it's like I do feel like leading any one of us requires certain qualities, and so like you don't just because you're a guy doesn't mean that you get to lead. Yeah. But I also think, okay, so there's that. And then plus I also think that like a good leader knows when like, oh, she's so much better at this than me. Letting her do this.
Yeah.
Like, as
no ego.
No, Blake has not even once seen the house that I just bought for us. He's just like, I actually really suck at this. and I've messed it up multiple times, Ashley, please just go handle it.
Yeah.
Like, actually go
Delegation.
handle it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I think a lot of people have it. But, to your point, no, we don't hate men.
No.
We just need capable men.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're here rooting for you.
They exist in the world.
Like Brandon.
Like
Going,
Brandon.
yeah, look at him pop up!
He's like, yeah, that's me.
Oh, God.
All right, let's transition into some Q&A.
Q&A. So from the YouTube guys, so definitely post your comments below. Your questions in the comments below. Where'd she go? Okay, she's Calm Drift XO. It says, hello, I have a question. I've been dealing with HA for a while now, and I've already gained 15 kilos. I'm 160 centimeters tall. It's got to be you guys. Right?
One of us short people.
And 65 kilos. My mood is mostly stable now. I have a few crashes every now and then, but I stabilize fast. I got 2 consistent periods, and now I'm waiting for the 3rd one. And my question is, I was working out for 3 times a week for the past 2 months, and I was feeling good. It was fine. It wasn't affecting me. But I was doing full body sessions each session, and I just didn't like my plan very much. And now I increased to 4 sessions, upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, and 7 exercises for each session. I try not to push myself hard, but I'm not going to lie, sometimes I have draining sessions. So is exercising 4 times a week okay at this phase I'm at right now?
What's the phase that she's at? Does she have her period back?
No,
She's
yeah,
waiting on number
2nd
3.
cycle, 3rd, waiting on the 3rd.
She's waiting on 3, and I'm trying to think. I feel like she answers her own question.
Well, because she was saying she feels drained, and she's added more in.
Well, I just feel like if you've added in an additional training day without adjusting your food while you're still in the process of healing, you already know that we've done too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, is 4 times, well,
She's
just
gonna have a
depends
bad
on the
time with this.
context.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, it just depends. Did you increase your food, or did you try to increase your like capacity, like your like intensity and your frequency and all that without increasing fuel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and she hasn't said it hasn't come yet, right?
Right,
But I think
yeah,
she's
yeah,
been proactive, but
Yeah.
I think here, I didn't like my full body workouts, so I increased to a whole other session so that basically I can do more intense, focused ones on upper body and lower. I read this as I didn't think the full body sessions were enough.
Yeah.
I don't think they're really. I feel like they're a waste of time, and they're not achieving
like a waste of
anything. And I
energy.
need to do more.
Okay.
Because that's the HA way.
That's the HA
I
way.
need to do more. More is better for me.
Yeah.
That's fine for you, but that's not enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think is happening. And she kind of knows that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And she's also increased it to 7 exercises for each session. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot, especially if you're...
Even in my classes that I do, I think we only do 1, 2, 3. I think we do 4.
Yeah, that's pretty... Yeah, 2 to 4.
Well, because think about if you're doing 4 sets of 10, and that's just like regular bro sessions. Like, that's not like progressive overload following
because a part of your workout should be warm-ups and stretches. And so that's a part of the time you're there, and then you get into your main lifts. And if she was doing full body, she would have been doing compounds, but she's not. And so now she's probably doing 7 exercises of upper body, every single thing: push, pull, tricep, biceps, the whole shebang.
The whole thing.
And then lower body, she's probably doing a deadlift or a squat or both, and then like a
accessory
lunge,
lifts.
a lunge, a step up or whatever, maybe even the Stairmaster for all we know. Okay. And so it's starting to add up, and she's saying she's having draining sessions, which is why I'm like, is there a Stairmaster in there? But probably not at cycle number 3. I bet you didn't increase your food sufficiently to add a 4th day. Like,
and plus, it's just too soon. So, you know, like, one of the things that I do with my clients is that we start off with 1 day of lifting per week, and you keep that until you ovulate. Then you can do 2 days per week, and you keep that until you ovulate. So I feel like she just added in too fast too soon, which we all do.
Yeah. I take a similar approach as well. And I also think the fact that she has reached out and is asking the question, she intuitively already knows the answer to that question. So I think I would just sit with, you know, was there some discomfort that she was unable to sit with and had to add on more exercise.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
yeah.
I think there was a discomfort with with like the I'm
Is
just
it
ready to
not
get
enough
back to this.
Well, yeah. Like, it's not enough progress. My body's not changing fast enough. I'm not putting on enough muscle. I'm not increase. You know what I mean? Like, there's something.
Yeah. Before you jump to...
There's something that we're rushing.
Yes.
Because there's an unmet expectation of what you thought was going to happen.
There we go. Let's sit with that before we add on the day of exercise.
Yeah, and then because, like, what is your expectation of working out right now while waiting for your third period?
Yeah. All good things. Write all those down. Those are all journal prompts for you.
Yeah. Like, those are all questions to ask.
I love that. Okay.
All right. Next question. Again, y'all, post your questions below. Let me check and see. Maybe that's not a question. Sorry, everyone. A lot of it's just like amazing feedback.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
That's a vibe.
Okay, here we go. Danny, I'm 17. Haven't had a period in almost 3 years. I've tried to eat 2,500 calories, but I gained so much fat that I quit. And I wasn't even at a low fat percentage. I was 23 to 27. Now I dropped to 25.5. I don't know.
25 what? Body fat percentage?
Yeah, 25%.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I've spent all my parents' money on a doctor who told me to eat 1,500 calories. I don't know what's wrong. Can you give me some advice? I'd really like to work with you, but I live in Latino America? I don't know what that means. I learned...
Latin America?
Maybe that's what she meant.
Yeah, there's a typo in there, but I live in Latin America. Oh, okay. There's a typo in my defense. I learned English by myself.
Oh, there we go.
And the minimum salary here is no higher than... Okay, y'all, don't be justifying your inability, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being like, I know
I can't afford
y'all's
it.
expertise I should be paying for.
Thank you.
But we're here for you. Okay, Maya. You tried to eat 2,500 calories, but you quit because you gained weight. And so now you want advice.
Yeah, well, I think it's like one of those things where we can't, like, we don't even, like, we're not
don't
seeing
have
blood
enough
work,
time.
so it's like we don't know.
I
You know
think
what I mean?
so. At the end of the day, she knows what she needs to do, and she's just afraid because
That's
she gained
fair.
weight here. So here's the thing: a lot of us have to get beyond 25% body fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's so interesting? Again, my inbox. I'll get y'all up with my inbox. My inbox is wild. My inbox is wild this week. We have such... we're so married to... This is the normal fertile BMI. And this is the normal fertile body fat percentage. That... I must be doing something wrong because I'm in the normal range and therefore, like, something's off. And honestly, like, that train of thought isn't crazy. That's what kept us from recovering for so long. Like, obviously my body fat percentage was too low, but my BMI had me at, like, overweight.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? So there's that. So then, like, whenever we're sitting here trying to say, like, no, my BMI is normal. My BMI is normal. My BMI... Well, there's many flaws with BMI in general, right? And I think with body fat percentage, too, like, I think having a quote-unquote higher percent of body fat percentage on 1,500 calories sends some, like, mixed signals to your body. You know what I mean? To where it's like we're sitting here cutting calories. You're gonna have to cut something, right? So one, I think there's a little bit of mixed signals. Two, I think any time, and my inbox is wild this week, where people have said, Ashley, I've gained 40 pounds. And then when they've actually gone and weighed themselves, not on my suggestion, but they've just did it themselves, or they went to a doctor's appointment, and they realize that they've not gained 40 pounds, but they're telling me to their blue to their face because we don't force people to weigh themselves. Like, that's not part of our program. They're like, no, I've gained 40 pounds. I've gained so much fat. I've gained so much fat. I've gained so much fat. And in their mind, that is real to them. That is truth. However, when they do weigh themselves, it's half of that. So it's like 20 pounds, right? Yeah. Which is still hard. Like, I'm not negating that it's not hard.
Right.
But you have been operating under this assumption that you gained 40 pounds of fat overnight. And that's not what happened. So I'm sure she feels like she gained a lot of fat. I don't know if that, like...
Well, she gives us numbers, does she not? Didn't she said, of course I went and... Okay. She... Oh, she... No, okay. That was the person before. That was the person before.
So, but, you know, like, my whole point of, like, if we're stopping the process because we feel like we've only gained fat, like, we're so deep in our feelings that we're not able to see logically right now. And this is an emotional journey.
It
like,
really is.
You know, like, I totally understand that. Like, you're not crazy. Yeah. You're not crazy.
Well, that's why we use the fertility awareness method as one of the tools that we use to be objective.
Yes. Yes. Like, all of our tools is to be objective so that we're not leaning. It's not that your feelings don't matter. It's not that they're not real. It's just like our feelings can feel very, very, very big. Very big. And it'll prevent us from continuing down a path that does lead to healing.
Yep.
I mean, it just does.
Yeah. A lot of us are like, this is too much weight, but without the period. And it's like, this is too much weight without the progress. And that's actually the hardest part for everyone.
Oh, that's so hard.
It's like
it's
sitting there with having done the work without the period. Like, every client has that. Every woman, every person who goes to recovery has that.
Yeah, we all have those moments.
And so, like, just to give you that reassurance that that's actually a normal place to be. Yeah. You need to allow yourself to be there. I mean, some of y'all have to see, like, our before and afters of recovery. Like, when we had HA, afterwards. I think some of y'all would, like...
Yeah, they probably...
pass out.
Yeah.
I should show y'all my driver's license. It still triggers me. Yeah. It still triggers me.
I look completely different.
Yeah, no, because there's just, like, first of all, and I guess maybe another side tangent is there are a lot of recovery influencers online now who just be careful with their advice and following them because, like, I didn't see their bodies change. I'm not saying that is... I don't want to equate weight gain to, like, a recovery process, but, like, all three of us, and Abby included, gained a significant amount of weight.
Yeah, meaning that's more the normal experience. And so we're just going to even extend likelihood that they did recover. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what? I actually don't care. That's not my business. I'm not here to judge it. But you are the rare one who potentially didn't really gain much weight and got their period back.
Right.
I have one client that's like that right now, but she is one of X amount, and there's not many. Like, I maybe get one of those like that per year, maybe one or two per year, but that is not the normal or common experience when healing.
What I question in that process, like, well, yes, I think there are some who, you know, can stay in smaller body frames. Some of them who do, I wonder if they played the game, how low can you go? And if they're running and operating off of suboptimal hormone levels.
Yeah, I would show me your chart.
Yeah, show me. That's what I really want to see with a lot of these women. And, like, I'm open to, like, being wrong about that. But, like, I feel like we're all... You don't see us with, like, IBS or any other, like, lingering symptoms. Like, we really went through that full healing process.
I had such bad digestion.
And sat in some really heavy discomfort, like, to get there. And I feel like I'm in a really good place of, like, peace with my body, with food, with exercise, all the things. And I feel like you guys feel the same way. Yeah. And, like, I feel like we have all physically healed and mentally healed. And still
heal. I mean, like, we're never, like, a completed thing.
Yeah, of course.
But,
yeah, Yeah. So I think sit in this discomfort of the weight gain. It is serving a physical purpose.
And it is shocking. I'm not going to say it's not shocking.
It sucks.
It's shocking. You know what I mean? I think to be at a normal BMI and having an abnormal situation makes you feel like you're an alien.
Yeah. Well, I've probably mentioned this on a podcast before, but like, just the way that some insurance companies work, where like, so we always have to get a physical every single year, and they do like the basics, and like because my BMI said I was obese, we got our insurance was high risk.
And for those watching the video of this, can we please look at Mishi and determine
like,
that
high risk? This is what we're deeming high risk these days.
And it would always suggest like, do you need to have a conversation with a health coach? And I was just like, no, I really don't. I'm fine. But it was just like, could you imagine that coming into my ecosystem when I wasn't in a healthy place, mentally, emotionally, all these things? Like, I would have been like, oh, I guess I need to. There's something wrong with me.
My insurance company won't.
Yeah. And I would have been the client who's coming, like, my insurance company said this, like, using all of this as ammo of, like, why this process is, like, I shouldn't have to do that.
I remember when I was pregnant, I was probably, like, the craziest person. I mean, when am I not crazy? So there's that. But I remember
just these things are elevating it.
Yeah. Well, just like different seasons of crazy, like different spices, different whatever. And I remember I went to my midwife and I was like, "Look here, I don't want to be weighed. I don't care to be weighed, and I don't want to talk about my weight. Like ever."
Yeah, my midwife's never really brought it up yet.
No, and then she was like, "Yeah, okay." You know what I mean? But I was just like,
thank you.
You
like, did you know you can just say that?
Yeah, I was like, I actually just like don't need it. Like I'm like, because I got pregnant accidentally so soon after recovering.
Yeah.
That like I was still mentally like dealing with a changing body, still not trying to go backwards. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think it was like 6 months after I like recover, so it had to be this like 6 periods. And so like I share that to say so many people think that they have their whole life figured out by like their 3rd cycle.
No way, man.
I'm still sitting here trying not to like go backwards on cycle 6.
No.
And surprise I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? Okay, because I tested the limits of like your fertile window. Right? Okay. Y'all, when you see egg white cervical mucus.
All mucus is fertile mucus.
Yeah, well, I messed with the egg white and was like, meh.
Let me see.
We'll see what happens.
Pregnancy
comes nuggy. Anyways, but so like I was clearly in my 1st trimester. I was like bloated. So like I just remember being so bloated for the first 3 months that like you like can't tell that you're pregnant, but you're just like bloated and watery.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm not having a conversation about my weight. Like, you know, like we good.
Yeah.
I just remember being like,
and she's like, it's not that serious.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah,
yeah. I feel like though our clients do come in contact with people who like doctors and even family
that say
members.
the wildest things to them.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I've not had that experience.
Not to like trauma bond.
Okay.
But I do think it would be interesting to compile a list of comments made by medical professionals to our clients because y'all don't get to see my inbox. I'm talking to the people, but we hear the wildest things.
Yeah.
The absolute wildest things.
We do, but I think that exists on a spectrum, you know.
That's true. I mean, like, not all doctors are like
not
that.
All,
but you know what I mean? But being like, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure not everyone's met with a midwife that is like, okay, yeah, chill.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, like, they don't always get to have that, you know, type of thing.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, you were over 35 when you had...
No, 34. Maybe I was at 34.
Scraped in.
Yeah. Or else they would have started calling me a geriatric.
I was just about to say geriatric.
No, I'm kind of nervous about that. Like,
dude, you know, I did have
2 years from now.
Stop it.
Yeah, no. I do think I did have, because I was like 35 at the time or whatever. Like, I did have to go to like fetal maternal medicine, whatever, and got a scan. And, you know, like, I do think that they did mention my weight, and I was so, like, caught off guard, because, like, I was like, I'm just here for a scan. You're actually not my doctor. I don't need to have this conversation or preface anything with you. And so he said something, and I was just like,
Do you want the rapid, Ashley?
Well, I was just saying, like, you didn't even ask no other questions. Like, did you check my cholesterol? Did you check my blood pressure? Do you know anything about me?
Yeah, we had.
No, you're actually just scanning my uterus, but sure.
I had an experience with Yoda about that recently. Very similar, because like he was judged based on his breed, did not take vital signs or anything,
That's fair.
and like was just 100% based off of what he looked like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You were. He wasn't. He was shaking. He was shaking profusely, and they were like, "Well, he is just kind of like."
A genetic
a
mess.
A problem breed.
He's a problem breed. So it's automatically this. And then when I said he was on a raw diet, she lost her marbles and immediately changed her tone and was like, he probably has like some sort of like food poisoning or something. I don't recommend raw. So everything was automatically judged based on his breed and his diet, and not one vital was checked.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I was like, I'll have conversations once you look at my labs.
Yeah. When you take the context of the human.
Yeah.
If your doctor didn't look at anything and just gave you a vibe response, no matter what, that's like a
look here. Vibes should only be for cooking.
Agree. Personally agree.
Vibe cooking only.
Okay, question
next.
number 2. Naz asks, could you do an episode on getting anxious during recovery?
Ooh.
Like, sorry, this is a Q&A, but I feel bad. I should have made this an episode, but that's okay. Like, almost the constant day-to-day of tracking of micro wins, like better body temperature and expected ovulation. I feel like I'm more anxious now than I was despite no exercise, 3,000 plus calories. This comes up all the time.
Good. This is such a good one.
This is everyone in the society, so it must be everyone in recovery.
Okay.
Right? Like, you're thinking about this all the time because it is connected to everything in your day. When you wake up, you think about it. When you get dressed, put your clothes on, you think about it. When you go to the bathroom, you look in your underwear and you think about it. When you go to the kitchen, you think about it. And then every time you go to the toilet, you think about it.
Yeah, like we make way more food decisions than just 6. Like we think that we only make 6 food decisions. I think it's like, what was the study? Like, we make 370 food decisions per day.
Yeah. And then you're making, a lot of them are making decisions around exercise and movement too.
Yeah. So, like, 370 decisions plus exercise decisions per day, plus every single time you go pee.
And then you're thinking about your body temperature and your mucus and all, and it creates a lot. So this is where we cannot stress enough that the value of coaching is that you outsource a lot of what to worry about, and you just have to do the plan. So doing coaching doesn't make you think about it more. I mean, some people we got to coach through. We coach through that, but basically, you just have to execute. And every 2 weeks, we'll decide if it's working or not working. But this is something that, like, this is tough.
It is tough, and I think it's a kind of a copy and paste behavior from dieting of, like, you know, am I good or bad today? Did I, like, of the checking of weight? I'm going to have a good day based on what my weight is. I'm going to have a good day based on what my temperature is. And they make it mean something morally about them if they have a good temperature or a bad temperature.
Yeah.
I actually think that nothing has changed, but you feel like everything has changed. Meaning, you used to restrict your food and be hungry all day, but you've gotten used to the feeling of hunger that it doesn't bother you. But so now, instead of restricting, you're focusing on eating and being full, but now you're triggered. You're used to weighing yourself every single day, and you feel confident and happy because maybe it did show the number that you wanted it to show, or you've been able to, like, work through it a little bit or whatever. But then checking your temperature, now we're triggered. Right? So I actually think your compulsive micromanaging and checking habits have always been there, but because it gave you the result you wanted, you had no anxiety. Right? But now you're doing habits and behaviors and you have not gotten the result yet, and then therefore there's this increased anxiety. You know what I mean? So I actually think that the format for these habits and behaviors have always been there.
Yep.
It's just that it's because it's not the outcome that you want, or that it's getting validated. So think about this. Like, you would weigh yourself, restrict breakfast to some degree, either you had breakfast or not, went to the gym, and someone probably complimented you on your arms. And so therefore, now I feel validated. And so whatever distress that you went through in order to get that validation, it's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah.
But now that you're not getting that validation, all that distress just feels like it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Yeah. It's too much because there's not that micro validation throughout the day. Nobody's really proud of you. No one's complimenting you.
I really think at the root that's really what it is.
Yeah. And so, but like, this is not to say that you don't feel anxious. Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do, because you're legit swimming upstream when society is all swimming downstream.
Yep.
Like, you are doing something that your friends are not going to join you in on. Like, like I'm sure your friends are going to join you in on skipping breakfast. No one's joining you on eating 3 meals and 2 snacks per day.
Listen, this is character building.
Yeah, and so it's just like a high level of like isolation too, because everyone else is doing something else. It's a combination of all the compliments drying up. It's the combination of like the results that you so desperately want in order to feel worthy, seen, and loved. Like, we're going backwards on that. And then on top of it, it is a delay in the results.
Yeah.
And because you're doing this on your own, you don't know how to read your chart to know that you're actually making progress.
Exactly.
And so all of that contributes to feeling anxious.
Yeah.
And so, yes, you are going to feel anxious in this because there's a lot of unraveling at the same time. But then also, whenever you saw the scale maybe slightly up, you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to skip that toast. So you're able to be compulsive with that and be like, it's okay, anxiety, go back down. We skipped toast.
Yeah.
We skipped toast today, so maybe tomorrow
you can do something about it.
You don't have your compulsive
You don't realize you can do something about what the chart says, but you just don't want to.
Yeah. And so it's just so multi-layered on why you're feeling anxious, and it's not as simple as now that you're doing these new habits, and so this is what's causing it. Yeah. Everything that I just said is a wild storm for feeling anxious in this recovery.
Yeah.
And probably so much more that we've missed.
Yeah. 100%. But I also think that that's like the beauty of, like, Danny, you already named it, like having coaching. Like, somebody who you can put that stress on them of like, is this working? Is this not working?
Well, that and just encouragement and validation. Like, you do get encouragement and validation. The very thing that's being dried up is just as dry as your vagina. Is like, those compliments have dried up, but like, when you have a dedicated support system, you are getting that validation and that encouragement.
Yeah, and that's the other piece to this is the community aspect of like, I think that's huge. I cannot stress this enough. Is like, the clients that I have, you can see a really big difference in the ones who really participate in the community and the ones who don't. Is like, they kind of quantum leap through healing, like the mental and emotional. Like, it's not that they don't experience discomfort, but the way that they move through the discomfort is much more different. Like, they're in the community, they're being validated, like, oh my gosh, I'm not alone in this, I'll keep going. While the ones who aren't participating in the community are kind of ruminating in their discomfort and like finding that compulsive relief in their old like patterns, habits, and behaviors.
They give us and other members the opportunity to talk them back into like sanity.
Yeah.
About
being like,
thing,
the way that you feel, like, the way that you're feeling is so real. It makes a lot of sense. Like, and all of us has been there. And also the other thing too is I think that like people being in the community, like, it also allows them to know what's coming. So when it happens, they're not as like, it's not a shock to them being like, I've heard about this before, I knew this was going to happen, it's okay, versus somebody getting there and freaking out like, oh, I'm doing this wrong, I shouldn't be doing this, like whatever. So yeah, that's the point of like coaching and having communities, because like we know this is hard and it's going to cause a lot of anxiety. It's going to cause a lot of questions. Your entire world is being flipped upside down.
Makes you be saying some one-liners that are really selling some coaching.
I love it.
I mean, well, I don't want to be the salesy person. No, it really is truly like life-changing and transformative. Like that just, you guys, the discomfort is so here for you. And if you can just use that to like transform you, life just gets a bazillion times better on the other side.
I actually don't think that you ever grow in comfort either.
No. Who does?
No, like, I mean, even like in sports, like,
so true.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it's so interesting. I mean, this is a whole other side tangent. Oh my gosh, my whole identity was like wrapped up in being like a D1 softball player, blah, 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 all this. And it's and like, I think it was my junior, so I had a great freshman year. I hit a slump, my first slump ever in my sophomore year. And it was like, you either like stay in that slump because it's such a mind twist. You're you're losing your mind, you're losing your marbles, or it's like you literally have to move through the slump. You have to move through the slump to get to the other side, or like, I mean, it's either one or the other, you know what I mean? It's like, there is no gray area. And so then it really becomes a game of like, how do I move through this the fastest? You know what I mean? Because it's like, there is no exit B, helicopter me out of it, you know what I mean? But then it forces like you don't work on things when everything is always great. You're just like, oh wow, I really suck at this right now, so I'm gonna go and drill that. I'm gonna go, and then it's like, but then like, it's not just the physical. It's like, but then I eventually have to let go that I suck in order to like stop sucking.
What I love about this too is like when it's not all just clicking and you're just like on fire in your sport or your recovery. Go ahead and pick something and just zoom in on that one thing. And work on it. And so if you're getting triggered by temperature in the morning, or like that you saw mucus yesterday, you didn't see it today, or something like that, okay, I get it, but there's just it's not meant to be like you're good or bad, right or wrong. It just means, okay, what's the thing I can work on to improve this? And you just got to push it. So I don't know shit about softball, but I know you used to catch balls.
Yes. Catch balls.
Did you drop balls? Was that the plateau?
It's like, or balls just like weren't coming her way or something. Like,
no, hitting slumps are the worst.
Okay, so what were you slumping in? I just want like an example to like make this.
Was it like a quick twitch or something? Like
no, you just get so mental. You get so mental that you don't even do the things that you've been doing.
You freeze.
For the last 10, 20 years of your life.
Okay, weird.
I feel that, I know,
so you got like the yips and stuff.
Yeah, you get the yips.
You get the yips on your vibes. And so there's things that you know are fundamental to the game that you could just be like, all right, well, let me hone in on that spot. Like there's always something. Yeah. And if you're getting good at one thing in your sport, something else is kind of like not going that great. It's always the way. And sport is the rule of thirds. And I think recovery is like that too, and that like there's, okay, your chart isn't saying what you want it to say right now. Track the data and just do the work, please. If it's not looking good, there is something for you to work on. So don't sit there and stare at it.
It's actually telling you something.
Go do something about it.
I also think that there is freedom in like, okay, let's stop temping, but then
it's slippery.
Temping doesn't make you ovulate.
Yeah, temping doesn't make you ovulate, but that doesn't mean that you stop doing the work.
Yeah, it's an accountability tool. If it is not successfully holding you accountable, something else is going on.
Yeah, usually when I have clients that are kind of having some issues around temping, I'm just like, they're trying to escape the discomfort and the accountability. So we have that conversation first and just really assess, like, is it worth this person not tracking the data Like,
Yes, sometimes it's not.
I think it is a very fine line, and we got to really do the discovery to understand what's causing this.
You know, I just had a client, I told her to stop tracking for 2 weeks, and she said, you know what I realized? I realized that I was telling myself every single day that if I didn't see this shift, that, like, I've already failed. I said, bro, do you realize that
not what it's for?
But then I was like, could you imagine how your body feels like every single morning you've barely opened your eyeballs, and the first thing that we're telling is like, I've already failed. 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 You know what I mean? That is how you're operating under your day. And so it took us taking a break from temping for her to catch that that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you're like, I do think it's totally helpful because, again, like, are you still eating? Are you still doing the thing? Then yes. Then, like, okay, it's fine. Like, we actually don't need to temp. You know what I mean? But if we're upset about what it's saying, then, like, we need to meet it with curiosity on why it's saying that. And I think that's what Danny's saying. Like, we need to find out why is it saying that so that we can take the appropriate action step, not to have a moral judgment.
Exactly.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
A side note too, I want to tell everyone about Sedona.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise me, you're coming.
No, okay.
No, I just
So
love talking about it.
Our next rest retreat is coming up. Sedona, Arizona. September 18th
to the 21st.
to the 21st. This is our bread and butter trip.
This is.
It really
Ashley and
is.
I's favorite place in the world is Sedona. It's
Wait,
gonna be high up
me
on yours
too.
Is it?
Include me in there.
Okay, she's converted.
She's converted. Well, we thought like Italy or Spain or
Yeah.
something like.
No,
Or
the south of France for sure, but
We
this
just-
is like
We just love us some red desert.
Oh my gosh.
100%.
There's just something about it.
You know,
so-
I could go back over and over and over, and it'll always just do it for me.
and that's what
every
we
time.
do.
That
Almost
is what
every
we
year.
do once a year.
What's this, like our 5th trip?
I don't know, but I'm so pumped.
like it's
I'm
just-
just so pumped.
I think it's 4th trip for like a retreat.
As a retreat,
but
yeah.
5th for you guys.
So we're obsessed with it. It's our favorite trip. And you guys are invited. So we already, at the time of recording this, there are 3 spots filled. There's 3 left.
Yeah, there's only
that
3
where we're
left.
at?
Yeah, there's
Those
only
are
3
left.
left with already 3 people in talks. So
yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
so
need-
get in. So go learn about it. On this trip, so us 3 and then Abby, the other team member of ours, other coach, will be there. And then we facilitate an awesome house.
Oh my gosh.
We cook absolutely everything for you. You have no say.
You have no say. Like, this is the best time to be like, I either need help eating normally. I don't know what normal feels like, or I just need to be around other people that don't judge me for my food.
Yeah, we're just here to have a good time, be in nature. We take you to some of the best, most amazing hikes and spots in Sedona. They are not crazy hikes, right? So
Sometimes I accidentally do that, but not this time.
but then we go for ice cream if
If
it was
wild
accidentally
happens.
too far. But we know, we've vetted the hikes, so we know what's going on. And then we do a bunch of like personal development work. So there's some kind of like deep journaling exercises, connection stuff, where you and other like-minded HAs, as well as us, you will kind of do these activities and these exercises together. They're some of the best parts.
They're honestly...
They really are.
I don't even... what do we call it? Like, authentic connection? Because, you know, like, we wind up connecting... Like, you connect with yourself.
Someone cries every time,
Oh,
Every time.
which is awesome.
even us.
Yeah. Like, we're always the ones that are like...
Yeah. So awesome food. You know, we eat in for the duration of the trip. There's some eating out on the travel days, but we eat in for the duration of the trip. We hang out at the house. There's tons of downtime, personal development, but then there's amazing, beautiful hikes. We've done a wolf sanctuary, which was awesome.
That was cool.
We've
I
done
know,
horse riding. So go check out the hasociety.com/retreat. Retreats, plural.
Yeah, I was like, is it retreat or treat?
But you'll see it on the menu bar
Yeah.
of the regular website. And then you can register interest, and then I'll reach out to you about, you know, what spots are available. at the time of this going out, there's an early bird. So the trip is $2,000, but it's a $300 discount if you early bird it. Yeah. That early bird ends May 31st.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, look at them. They are so on it. I'm just like, I will just plan your trip, but they know.
Yes. That's our department.
Yeah.
But May
May
31st, then it's $2,000. So you only have to put a deposit
If spots
down.
are available.
Yeah, if spots are available, but put a deposit down and then come with us. So there's us 4 and then there's 6 of you guys. Mm-hmm. So it's an intimate trip. Mm-hmm. We rent a van and we pick you up from the airport.
It's either a minivan, passenger van,
or 2 cars.
or two cars.
depending on what the rental.
Just like,
Yo,
we make
the
a
rental-
reservation, but it doesn't mean you have
Yeah,
it.
you can make a reservation. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like 2 Jeeps, sometimes it's a van, but either way, we're
fun.
picking you up and taking you.
Yeah.
So you'll fly into Phoenix, and then we'll pick y'all up from Phoenix, and then we drive up to Sedona. So it's an amazing drive.
It's the most beautiful drive.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. And like my absolute favorite part of these trips is like, I think it's really hard to find a place where you feel like just like comfortable and safe. Just because when we're typically in a room full of women, there's this competition, right? But when you step into this room with all of these women who've gone through or are going through exactly what you're going through, there just is like this sense of safety immediately. And
a sense of being known.
yeah. There's something about it, and the magic of it is that you can just 100% be yourself, and you don't even realize that it's happening.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to sit here and try.
Yeah. There's
Actually, just come and hang out and be.
There's no performing, and
Yeah.
that's amazing. And there's
Yeah.
there's no performing, there's no competing. You just are there, and it's like the coolest connection.
Yeah, and
I love
you're
it.
just like, wow, there really are people just like me in real life. Who went through what I went through or are going through when I went through. There's always people who are either in HA or have recently recovered, so it's a cool mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think that like the reason why we call it like the rest retreat is because this is also, I mean, we're hiking, we're eating, we're connecting, we're probably gonna play pickleball there. There's a pickleball court there.
I think it's a basketball court.
Oh yeah, we got it's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Okay,
We gotta request
okay,
it.
okay.
We're not saying that you have to, but I know Emily's coming. She likes pickleball.
Done. So, but you know, like rest means so many things, and it's never just sit on your couch and wait to ovulate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, there's nothing wrong. Again, naps are the greatest flex of all time, but you know what I mean?
But like, what's restorative for like your
but it's
soul?
like what is like replenishing? Like what are
And like, when's the last time you had like a massive unlock of something?
Yeah.
You know, like
that
an
is such a
unlock.
good way to describe it. It is an unlock.
Yeah, it really is. Whether you're in recovery or you're post recovery. What did somebody say about it? Like, I think it was Caitlin. She said it was like this like transition. It was so good.
You're right. It was bridge. Was it a bridge?
Like a bridge.
It's
It was
a
a bridge
bridge.
from like recovery to the other other
I
side.
love her. She's been on 2 of our trips.
Yeah, she went to Zion, right? She went to Zion with
She's
us?
been to Zion and...
Oh yeah,
Sedona.
that's
Oh
right.
my god, I did have the URL wrong. It's not retreat with a plural. It's retreat on its own. You guys.
Just retreat.
Did we
Yeah.
reach out to her?
I feel like...
We should.
I know, I should, huh?
Yeah. I like enjoy her company so much.
Oh my gosh.
A
she's-
symbolic bridge crossing over to the next chapter of your life.
She should just write our copy.
Yeah, she should.
Well, she just did.
Yeah, she did. We literally took that verbatim from her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of dates on the website, and then anyone who signs interest, I will shoot you guys the PDF that has the itinerary, or at least a sample itinerary
Yeah.
of what to expect, like the whole outline of the trip to be. But yeah, we are hosting you.
Yeah.
We are hosting you, Sedona. And also, first of all, I just want to say that cost is really good.
Yeah, you're not going to find Sedona cheaper.
All your accommodation, all
I
of your
dare you.
activities, all your food.
Yeah.
All your
included.
transport.
Just the
Outside
stress
of-
that it took for us to find it that cheap. I'm just saying.
No, for real. And then
It takes team meetings.
Yeah.
meetings, and you're hanging out with us, which I personally think is pretty sick.
Yeah, I think we're pretty cool.
I know. I just yeah. I actually like you get such a connection with the people that come.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Like there's, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to experience it to understand. We cannot articulate it.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
there's tons of deets on the website. There's pictures from our past trips, notes from other people that have done it. like reviews.
Reviews. Those are what those are called.
Yeah. Mishi plans a menu.
I do, yeah.
She does.
We cook it
I think this
together.
time I'm gonna change it up because like the green curry that we've been making, I got like you eat something so many times you get sick from it. Like
No.
Oh, I
What-
did
how
ask
many
you if
times
you
have
wanted
you
green
eaten it?
curry last
that's
night.
it, and I
you
was
were
just like my stomach turned for a second.
Oh, because you've been through like a phase of eating it a lot.
yeah, just because it's so easy to make. So
Alright, we'll
I'm
do
gonna
red
change
curry.
it up.
yellow curry.
Right. That's fair. But yeah, check it out. Join us. We want to see you there. Okay, and so there's only 3 spots left.
Yeah,
Time
3
is coming
spots,
out.
y'all.
So we'll see you there.